Nope. That's right.
What's good, everyone? How y'all doing? What's sizzling? It's your favorite frustrated creative, Sholay, signing in for another video. Welcome back. How y'all doing? Thank you so much for your support so far on my channel. I really appreciate it, for interacting, commenting, sharing, and really just letting me know that you guys enjoy my content. Thank you so very much. And remember, at the end of this challenge, yes, we're still doing the challenge, I will be doing a giveaway early next year just to give back and really appreciate you guys as much as I can, and letting y'all know that I care about you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. If you're new to my channel, hi, hello, hola, my name is Sholay, and this is my creative entertainment channel where I post commentary, skits, and motivational Mondays. Woo! Now let's jump into this video. Now, this is a more somber video and everything like that, so if you don't exactly want to engage, you can click off. I really wanted to talk about the passing of Chadwick Boseman. It was a shock to the culture seeing this man pass, as he has graced our screens with so many amazing and thought-provoking roles and just literally made us believe in art again. Believe that movies can truly change the world and change the way that we see things, especially with his movie Black Panther. I even skipped my dance competition to see that movie, and that movie has changed me ever since. I really just cared more about my heritage and more about my culture, and he really just helped instill that value that, yes, coming from your homeland or wherever you may be, especially as a Black person, is very important, and you should hold it close and dear to your heart. And to see him pass away the way he did was honestly extremely sad. I just want to give my condolences to his family and hope that the hand of God does not leave their house. And I pray that they will be fine and everything shall be well with them. And also to his castmates, I don't know how they might be feeling at this point in time, but I hope that they're in good hands and they're okay. And if you have not watched his other movies, I am going to put the titles and the covers on the side, so you should check them out because they're absolutely amazing. There are some on Hulu, I believe HBO, on Netflix, and so on and so forth. I will link some down below, so please check them out. But I definitely wanted to talk about how this is a wake-up call for a lot of us, because when it comes to cancer, no one really talks about it in depth in the Black community as much as we're supposed to, and the things that literally kill us in silence. There's sickle cell anemia, there's colon cancer, prostate cancer, things that are more prone to men that we don't talk about. I really just wanted to make this video a conversation starter and how we should find better ways and talk about this more. Now, when it comes to cancer in general, for women, it's very open and vocal. There's a lot of foundations being made, a lot of call centers that have started, a lot of events that happen on a yearly basis to discuss how women usually get cancer, the ways that they can see the symptoms, and how they should constantly go to their physician in order to get help and everything. But when it comes to men, we don't talk about it as much. And I feel as though there's still a stigma and there's still some kind of shame around cancer. And it's quite unfortunate, as it kills people in large amounts every single year, yet we still do not talk about this. Now, there are many symptoms that comes up with finding out if you have cancer or not, and I'm going to list them on the side, so you should definitely check them out, and I'm also going to link some resources and some videos down below. I believe that it was his personal business, of course, and he didn't feel like sharing that with everyone, because as we all know, certain people, when they have illnesses or some kind of disability to them and they speak out on it, people tend to look at them a different way and believe they're incapable of providing a certain kind of service or really pulling through when they need to, when that's simply not the case. But at the same time, it kind of adds to the conversation that if someone is going through something, they should suffer in silence because they don't want people to know about it. And it kind of is a two-edged sword at that point. I personally do not advocate for people to go ahead and be silent whenever they're going through things like this, because you add to the conversation, you help younger people out, you help older people who are not yet educated on those kind of topics, and you bring awareness to those kinds of things. So me personally, I totally understand the fact that he wanted to keep it under wraps, as he is a celebrity, and when you are a celebrity, your life is put on blast numerous times. Like, are we going to forget the fact that this man was literally losing weight and dying in our faces and we didn't know? And some people thought it was okay to call him a crackhead, say all sorts of things about him, and compare it to the situation with 50 Cent. It was an ongoing meme that we thought that he was doing it for a movie. The fact that y'all want to compare it to that and kind of just diminish this guy, make him feel some kind of way, not knowing that he was going through what he was going through at that time is quite upsetting. And then people presume to start saying on Twitter, you shouldn't judge people by the way they look and everything like that. Literally 2 days later, people were going ahead to bash LeBron James for his hair. So what's the I don't understand. I feel like men should not suffer in silence when it comes to these kind of situations, because it enables this kind of behavior that men should be strong at all times despite what they're going through. That's the reason why they might even die quicker than women, because when they suffer in silence and they keep all that energy in and they keep all that sadness in, it literally cuts years out of their lives. It literally does. But for women, because we're so much more open and we're more emotional when it comes to things like this, it provides more resources and more conversations to be had and how to implement this. Like, I have to applaud BET for what they've been doing for the past, I believe, couple months now. They've been having this breast cancer awareness ads where it literally shows women checking themselves and making sure that they don't feel any lumps, they don't see any irritation, and the conversation just builds up. So women who see that and probably never thought that was an issue in the past will actually be like, oh, okay, so I should be doing self-checkouts and everything like that, and I should go ahead to the physician and maybe get some help if anything happens, which is great. But how many of those ads do you see for men? How many men do you see in our society literally come out talking about these kind of situations? You just don't see it. It breeds the culture of silence. Let's be honest, in the Black community, we see that a lot when it comes to things that we go through and we suffer in silence. At the end of the day, I believe that we all have a responsibility to ourselves and to the people in our community to talk about these things, because cancer is a silent killer, especially amongst men. We also don't speak about the fact that mental health, it has a direct link to this as well. Lots of men don't view themselves as being emotional beings and literally leave it for women to be emotional, instead of believing that, hey, I have emotions too. I could talk about the things that are bothering me. I could cry whenever I want to, and I have the ability to be vocal whenever I need to. If you look at it and you actually do your own research, because of pent-up anger, being emotionless at times, or feeling as though that you shouldn't cry for certain things or it makes you weak, can literally affect your health negatively to the point it coming out in illnesses and diseases. Like, how many men have to die from heart disease, lung cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer before we realize that this can actually be an issue? This can actually be something that can affect the younger generation. And also, another thing, doctors and physicians really need to be more hands-on when it comes to more check-ins and more screening tests. Because I understand that because of the rise of processed foods, there can be more health risks that come and more diseases and illnesses that might arise that they probably don't know the answers to. And that's natural. And I totally understand that, because the fact that we're eating so many foods that we don't know how they're being made or processed, and we're consuming them on a daily basis, can have an adverse effect on our bodies. But at the same time, we need more doctors and physicians really pushing for their male patients to go ahead and go for screenings. Because for women, it's a little bit different, because if you have a gyno, you always have someone down there pretty much checking your vitals, seeing if you're okay and everything like that. And with the awareness of breast cancer, there's more self-checkups that are being done. I know in some third world countries like my home country, Nigeria, it's still taboo for those kind of things, but I know that with time, things are getting better. Like, I just saw a movie, I forgot the title, but I'll put it on the screen. It was basically a story of 3 women going through certain symptoms and certain issues in their life, and they didn't know what was going on with them. Now, mind you, in my country, Nigeria, it's not talked about as much. It seems like it's a taboo. But with that movie, I know that lots of people in Nigeria would definitely watch it. And it being on Netflix too, it's educating other people abroad. And it really just opened up a conversation and seeing how many resources you can get, how many physicians you can see, all the things you can do as safety measure to help yourself. But what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, we need more doctors pushing their patients to go get more screenings. It doesn't matter how young they are, because mind you, Chadwick was 43. So it doesn't matter at what age, start encouraging your patients to go ahead and get screenings. And people, my people out here, please go get checked out. If you need to do self-checkups first, go ahead, for sure. There's so many resources online in order to help you and guide you through that process. But please, 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 go get checked up, because it would be unfortunate if you could have stopped the situation from going further than it needed to if you just got checked up. I just want to say this as a cautionary tale for all of us, that we should stay healthy out here. Stay away from processed foods as much as you can. If you need to go ahead and work out, go for a jog, go for a walk, especially during this time of COVID, please, please, please wear a mask, stay sanitized, and please social distance. If you also need more tips, I'm going to leave them down below. Different things you can check out in order to help you getting educated throughout this whole time. If you have any thoughts at all throughout this whole entire video, please comment down below and let me know what you think. If you'd like to see more of my face and more of my kind of content, please subscribe down below and hit that notification bell to know when I post. Also hit that thumbs up button or that thumbs down button to let me know what you think. Alright y'all, it is your favorite frustrated creative Shirley signing out of this video, and remember, God made you special and he loves you very much, and you can do anything you set your mind to. Alright, peace.
You know what I'm talking about? Bring it back.